Hey everyone, DJ Porktop hanging out with you tonight on a Sunday evening in DJP Studios where it's very hot. Thus, me looking my finest. Anyway, I'll be inside but in air conditioner, but there's all kind of copyright infringements going on inside of there right now, so we'll sit out here in the heat. But we'll do our best. So what's up tonight? Stick with me and we'll get to the point, I promise you, because we all know I'm a bucket mouth. So with that, let's get right on to it. Y'all noticed last couple videos been quick little sunsets here and there. And why have I been doing that? And I've got a lot more of them on my sleeve too. I started out doing a video compilation, put together, mashed together one big video or a series of videos here some time back. About a year and a half ago. What I wanted to do was talk to the people in chronic, not necessarily with bad backs like a lot of us that are here, or with spinal cord stimulators necessarily. Just people in general that suffer chronic pain, that mention that they just can't get out of their house. We'll talk about that here in a quick minute. Asterisk. They can't get out of their house, they can't do this, they can't do that, they can't enjoy photography and so forth and so on. I get it. But let's debunk that here in a quick minute. What I wanted to do was show you that you don't have to go hike the Grand Canyon to get some amazing shots of rivers, creeks, bluffage, trees, flowers, nature, sunsets, people, animals. You don't have to. You can pull your car right off the side of the road and get a spectacular view. I'll drop a link right in here, or a card, or whatever, YouTube. You would think all these videos now I would know what that stuff's called. I'll put it right here. And you can go click that little sunset video. It's like, what, 30 seconds long, 45? I was legitimately 5 feet off the road and I was not trespassing. I literally opened my door, set a tripod up, and stood, and I waited. And if I didn't feel like standing there, the seat to my truck was right there and I could sit down and wait. No walking involved. If my back hurt, I could sit down. I posted a sunset, what was it, this past Saturday, of another little sunset with a picture at the end of it. That was an HDR picture, which I really don't like, but whatever. That's beside the point. That was in my daughter's backyard. Oh, I literally walked right out her back door. Beautiful field and tree line way back there. You know what I'm saying? Right out the back door, and there's this amazing shot. And I will be posting more of those. Are they going to be 10, 15, 20 minutes long? Some may be 30 seconds long. Others may be 10, 15 minutes of me getting set up or something. And it's not, some just may be photography related. And I promise I'm going to try to keep the two separate. I'm going to get my own photography channel going. Not nothing like a Peter McKinnon, shout out, or, you know, the Photo Genius, or Jared Pollard. I'm not nothing like that. I'm just a hobbyist with a bad back and bad knees. And I'm not real, I don't think I'm good at it. A lot of people say I am. You know, opinions vary. The whole point behind my channel is basically just to get out and go have fun. And that's going to be and to bring everyone along with from this community that may enjoy photography or just want to get out in general and just go do something. Maybe your loved one enjoys photography and you think, you know, I can go hang out with them. Maybe I can go do that too. Maybe with your cell phone. The best camera you can use is the one that you currently own. If it's a cell phone like I'm on right now, then get out and go do something. We'll get back to asterisk 2.0. So anyway, that's what those videos have been about. And why am I talking about asterisk stuff? Because I firmly believed that I couldn't get out of the house, that I couldn't do nothing neither. And that is sometimes when you're getting ready to go for a Social Security hearing and talk to a lawyer, that's where sometimes they'll stick you. How many days a week do you go to the doctor? Oh, I'm in the doctor's office 2, 3, 4 days a week. How do you get there? Oh, I gotta, go get in the car and I gotta get a ride. How do you get to the car? You gotta leave the house, don't you? Oh, that's different. I'm going to the doctor. That first sunset that I just linked to a little bit ago was 3 minutes outside of town. My doctor to go get my back taken care of was an hour and a half away. Let that sink in for a minute. So before we go talking and saying we can't do something, let's think real long and hard about what we can and what we cannot do. Some days sucks. And no, I cannot walk my ass out their front door, pardon my mouth. No, because it's that horribly bad, and some days I just don't want to. It hurts that bad. I agree with you. Other days I force myself to, because if I sit in the house, I'll start growing roots out my rear, and the longer I sit, the tighter I get. And that's when them doctors keep shoving physical therapy down our throats. And I fought that system and fought it and fought it and fought it, and you know what? Whenever I went to it, the looser and looser and looser I got, the less it hurt. It still hurt like holy hell when I needed to get work done, but it hurt less. So I quit fighting it. Anyway, that's that part of the video and why I've been posting them sunsets and stuff lately. More of those to come, because I want to convince people that you do not have to be stuck in that house. Whether you've got a spinal cord stimulator that we've been talking about for a number of years now, or you're taking pain meds, you're not taking pain meds, you're smoking medical marijuana, or you're taking the CBD, or what you're doing, physical therapy, whatever, you can get out the house and you can go enjoy yourself. Even if it's 5 feet off the side of the road, you can enjoy a beautiful, spectacular view. Even if it's only for an hour, once a week, you can enjoy your life again. Don't sit in the house and wither away to nothing. Don't. That plays hell on the old noodle too. Don't let that happen to you. Don't. I did, and it's just not worth it. That brings me into the second half of this video. How did I get this name, DJ Porkchop? That's a 2-part story, and I'm going to leave the first part alone because it's not real user friendly. But I had a guy years ago, one of my buddies, when I talked on the CB radio back in the day. Somebody was playing music one night across the CB, and really you're not supposed to do that because the whole rebroadcast, copyright, bullcrap, etc., etc. And everybody thought it was me. My old buddy said, well, it's probably DJ Porkchop, because that was my CB handle, was Porkchop. He said, probably DJ Porkchop, this and that, blah, blah. Well, that's everybody joke around. They call me DJ Porkchop. Years later, I met a lady, friend, on the internet, and she introduced me to another person who happened to co-own an internet radio station. And she goes by the DJ name DJ Freaky Peach. So all these years later, 15, 16 years later, I still associate with this young lady. Very nice lady. She has provided us a platform, once again, for me to get on, and is very interested for me to host a show, because she's partnering with somebody. I don't know her story, and I don't want to try to tell it. I may actually have her on the show if I do it, if it pans out. With something with chronic pain, this, that. I'm not real sure what their end of the deal is, but she wants me to bring a show on, a talk show, and I'll slide some music in there too, a couple songs here or there. It's fully licensed, so we won't be able to swear. etc., etc. It's just going to be like calling a regular radio station. Anything that you couldn't do on a regular station will apply on this radio station talk show that I'm going to be hosting as well. It's been a number of years since I've done a radio show. I'm fully set up. I'll be able to take calls via Skype, more than likely. I'm not sure if it's going to be live or pre-recorded. I'm really, really interested in speaking with people with a spinal cord stimulator. It doesn't have to be Boston Scientific just because that's what I have. I'm not prejudiced one way or the other to what brand you have. If you have one, you have one. If it helps, it helps. If it don't, it don't. What I can't tolerate is bashing one way or the other. If it don't work for you, let's talk about it. But we're not going to bash, oh, this, that. That's not what this is going to be about. That's why I'm considering pre-recording. So that can't happen. You know what? I want to hear if it didn't work. And I'm curious to why it didn't. And so we can get the word out. If it did, like it did for me, I really want to hear about it too. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear both sides of the fence. Did the trial work? Did it not? Did the trial work, but the stimulator itself didn't? Let's talk about it all. And not only that, let's talk about the mental aspects of it, the before, the mental aspects of it after, and the whole everything. And probably what I'll do, the first show out right out of the gate, I may have somebody that I'm really familiar with, maybe the station owner herself, just so she can get familiar with my format and how I want to run it, and I can make it sure it's fine with her. I may have her be a guest on the show. I'm real familiar with her style. Her and I have known each other for a long time. We get along great. We laugh. We crack up. We know how to joke clean with each other. You know, so that is what it is. And then I want to talk about stuff like pain meds, and anything, CBD, medical marijuana, all that stuff. People, they have drug problems as a result of not being able to get pain meds, unfortunately. I want to discuss all that, but it has to be done in a clean manner, because once again, this is a licensed broadcasting internet radio station. This lady's licensed. All shows are recorded per regulations. My show will probably be recorded as well, because I'm be playing music. Royalties gotta be paid, the whole ball of wax. Anybody who calls in, it's strictly gonna be volunteer. I don't get paid for my time. I'm volunteering my time, just so we can get the word out there. Anybody who may be interested in it, you can find my email address on my About Me page right here on my YouTube channel. There's an About link on my main homepage. You can find my email address there. I'll try to make it more visible. Maybe I'll put it in my description of all my videos, so it's a little easier to find. If anybody would be interested in such a thing, go ahead and drop me a line and let me know. I'll try to make certain I check that email like every day. I don't know how quick we're going to get this put together. If it's going to be a week, if it's going to be 2. I pretty much got everything put together on my end. I'm just finalizing details as we speak. I don't know if I'm going to get to talk to her tonight, but my tonight and your tonight, seeing this video may be 2 different things. I'm not real sure. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm working on the 15-minute mark. I don't want to keep you all any much longer than that. With that, I'm going to go ahead and say adios, amigos. Get out of here. All that is hot. I'm going to get back inside in the air conditioner, grab a little something to drink, all that, cool off, scrub myself down and all that. So anyway, take care of yourselves. Everyone around you, stay cool. If you haven't heard from an elderly neighbor for a little while, please go check on them. It is boiling hot out. Catch y'all around. Take care.